back with another extended episode of our 6D journey. My name is Lucas, and our last video was about Mercury and retrograde. And I felt inspired to make the video, but even as I was talking and as I was channeling the information through, I found myself noticing that I wasn't really fully getting everything out. I knew there was more to come. I wasn't sure what it was going to be. And I want to bring something else up that's going on right now. So I mentioned before that right now Mercury is retrograding through Scorpio. And not only is it retrograding through Scorpio, we're also in Scorpio season. And so when that new moon in Scorpio came up, there was a lot of grunge that just kind of manifested. And I've been watching it around, and even with like technology is known to go haywire during Mercury retrograde. Trying to make that video was also hard. Like, literally, I could not get my phone to sync up to send pictures, because I take a picture of the cards, and I put it onto my desktop, and then I make words on it, and I send it out to you guys, and that was also tripping up on me. And and as I found myself getting frustrated and getting worked up, I remembered that part of the energy of the Scorpio Mercury retrograde transit right now is that there's all this communication issue coming up, not only with us in the outside world, but even within ourselves. And I briefly mentioned there's this time right now to open up to the higher aspects of who you are, what it is that your purpose is, what your mission is, what it is that you give to people, how you are of service to the world on a moment-to-moment basis every single day of your life. And I feel like I was talking about the relationship we have with the outside world, and I totally negated and neglected the internal relationship we have with ourselves. And you know, one of the things that I've experienced through my journey here on this planet and through my awakening process, ooh, chills are coming in, is that most of the time when people don't like you, or me, or them, or us, it's because they do not like an aspect of themselves. There's something that they're keeping in the shadows. And this whole new moon energy that popped up was about really reflecting on the inner self and looking down into the shadowy depths of who we are through the choices we've made, through who we are acting on the world every single day, and going, you know, I don't really resonate with that part of myself. And it might be, maybe that part of yourself was resonant with you 5 years ago, maybe yesterday, maybe when you were a kid, but either way, we have this habit of as humans of going into autopilot, where we just kind of do what we've always done. And part of this is because when you build a personality, not when you don't have a personality, when you build a personality, you meet people, and people come to expect us to act a certain way. Oh, they're in the room, therefore they're going to be funny, they're going to be lighthearted, they're going to have all this energy. And then one day we walk in and we're not in a good mood. We're kind of dreary and sad, and our energy is low, and all of a sudden people don't understand. This is actually one of the biggest relationship flaws. Is that people meet someone, I've gone through this, where they meet me and I'm happy, I'm go-lucky, everything's good, I have all this positive energy, I'm motivated, and then one day I hit a low point and they don't know what to do with me. Because my highs and my lows are equal. Like when I'm down, guys, I am down. Like there are some videos on my 5D journey, like one of them is labeled depression. And it's like, if you're seeing me in this light of, oh my God, he's just so joyous, he's so happy, he's so great, go to my 5D journey. My 5D journey on YouTube and go look for videos. A lot of them are positive and motivational, but that channel is is raw. I show my flaws through that channel because I want people to know that when we idealize people, we romanticize them. And you know, whether it be a celebrity or a YouTuber or our parents or a teacher, and when they have their days where they're down, all of a sudden we're like slammed with a ton of bricks in the face. And I think why I'm bringing all this up is because we have to be completely and 100% expressive with where we are. When we are authentic all the time, people like us more. And if someone doesn't like you when you're being authentic, they're not meant to be in your circle. Bye. And so, as we're transitioning through this time of the Scorpio season with this new moon in Mercury retrograde, and we're really communicating with other people and listening to them, I'm really encouraging all of you to become more present with whether or not you're observing or participating. Because when something goes amiss and awry, which it does, how do we deal with that energy? What emotions are most important for the people watching this video right now to engage with? So we're going to have another reading, and I'm going to open this one up the way I normally do, which I skipped in the last one. The last one was rushed. I'd like everyone to close their eyes and to take a moment to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Become centered inside yourself, inside your body. Notice the sensations happening and taking place right now, and become really present with who and where you are at this exact moment. I would like to now call in my team of guides, angels, and ascended masters to guide this reading. What emotions are we doing our best right now to process and let go? What is the answer to all this emotional baggage? Help us, help us, help us. Shuffle the cards. So this is my Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. It's actually a beautiful deck. We're going to draw 2 cards today. And I want you, there's 49 of these cards, 1 through 49. I want you to think of 2 numbers between 1 and 49. You can hit pause right now if you want. And then I'm going to pick 2 numbers. And if we pick the same numbers, girl, boy, whoever you is, you on my wavelength right now. You in my head. You ready? All right. 2 numbers. All right, so I got the mess for 17 and 26. (17) and 6. Ooh, they're both upright. All right, so both of these are things we are working on right now. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to read the second one first. So the first card that we have is the card of confusion. So this is the legend of a woman named Jana, and she's wandering through a dense fog, trying to make a decision whether or not she should be with her current lover. There's another man, and there always is, waiting in the wings, and suddenly a silver cloud appears, and she's confused. She becomes cold. She gets scared. And despite this confusion, she continues going up on her journey. And she's looking below to a town, and she's journeyed much farther than she thinks she has, and she doesn't know what to do. She begins the long journey home to reclaim her love. So this woman, she's basically out trying to escape her lover. Things are not going well. She's not sure what's happening. She wants to escape them. And somewhere along the way, she realizes, you know what? I actually do want to go back home. Now, the inspiration for this card is through our willingness to be in confusion, we find clarity. This is about, again, we talked about reaching down into the darkest parts of your soul. When you find aspects of yourself you haven't looked at in a long time, you're going to be like, say what? And a lot of this might be childhood trauma. It might be trauma from past lovers like PTSD. And depending on your belief system, it could be an ancestral trauma. Like the sins of our ancestors are resonant within us. Okay, and here's a really great example of this. And I'm going to try to explain why I think past life regression is a thing. So, mother's pregnant. She has a baby inside of her. That baby's energetic vibration is being affected constantly by the mother. Her food, her emotions, the energy of others. That baby is being pre-wired, programmed from the moment the egg and the sperm come together. Not only, on top of that, the egg has been sitting inside that body for how long? Its whole life? So if your mom's 25 when she has you, that egg was inside of her 25 years ago. Women come with their eggs. They come with eggs. And now this, and because of that, all that energy of the mother is imprinted deeply into the child. Deeply. And so on and so forth, back to her mother and her mother and her mother. So 10 generations ago, say there was some huge, massive trauma in that mother's life while she was pregnant, that energy is inside of you. It is resonating inside of you, part of your vibration. Accept it. This is a scientific fact. Like, you might not have lived a past life with your soul, but the energy of all the mothers that have ever come before you, their energy is inside of you right now. It's inside of you. So accept that because it's real. Now, again, this is about clarity, meditation, and finding revelation. Now, the next card, which is just perfect for this moment right now, is the card of balance. So, in balance, I'm using my book, guys, okay? I like to read things to you. It says, Periwinkle is a small-town theater actor with a big, talented heart. An agent arrives in town and is quite impressed with young Periwinkle. She offers him a contract and he drops everything that once mattered to him to be available for fame. Ooh, we've done this before. Feeling sure that his big break is coming, he alienates his loved ones. He signs a contract with the agency, but there are no jobs. He is told he must wait for the right one. He learns that waiting for a dream is not as powerful as living a loving reality. This card is about running towards something that may end up chasing itself away. It's about being weary of deception. Back to observing. And the inquiry to ask for this one is there a part of my life that is out of alignment with who I am? This is about chasing illusions, keeping control of your health, avoiding compulsive behavior, having dietary balance, being result-oriented, which is not always a good thing, self-neglecting, and honoring values. So this is ironic because I was talking about post-traumatic stress, and the thing about this card that resonates so much with me is that I've done that. I got my opportunity for a claim to fame once upon a time, chased it out, got there, and once I got there, after all these promises had been made, you know what they said? You just need to wait for the right time. After promising a bunch of stuff that didn't happen. And as I'm talking about this, that energy is stirring in me. And so this is the time to let it go. I personally have not fully faced that reality yet. I'm still in a lot of shock and aftermath, collateral damage from it. And that was the choice I made. What choices have you made in your life that you're still experiencing collateral damage? Because right now, with this moon coming, like we are like in quarter moon right now, so we'll have full moon in like 7 days, if not less. It's time to release those things. Let them go. Like they're not serving us anymore. That pain, that suffering, that stress, that, oh, I wish I would have got it. I would have, could have, should have done this. It's not serving. It's a complete and total utter waste of time. And it's time to let it go. All right, guys. This is on the bottom, isolation. Go into meditation right now. Go find out what you're holding on to. Let go of your deepest, darkest secrets. Let it go. See you guys later.